day we should be looking to motivate ourselves. If not just motivating ourselves, motivate somebody else who needs it. And then in such, you'll get that same motivation for your own life. Trust and believe that the law of attraction, right? Take that for example. You have to vibe at a certain frequency that you want the universe to respond to, right? So if the universe isn't responding to your frequency, check your effort, check your motivation. Are you different or are you doing the same shit everybody else is doing, yeah? You can't do the same thing everybody else is doing. You can't because you're not like everybody else. You're different. Nobody's like you and you're like nobody else. So if the universe isn't responding, check yourself. I'm not just talking to you, I'm talking to me. That's why I'm talking to you because I've had to check myself. Right there on the cusp of life just breaking open and it doesn't. What's wrong? And don't look at it like, oh man, like people say, oh man, well, you didn't do this right. You didn't do that right. It's not that. It's not what you're not. It's not right and wrong. It's nothing about right and wrong because there is no right and wrong. Don't let people tell you, oh, you was wrong on this. You didn't do this right. Nah, it's not that. It's your frequency. Yeah. Truly, simply, your frequency. What are you putting out there? You know what I'm saying? You got to vibe on the frequency of what you're looking for. If that's what you want, that's the frequency you got to put out. You got to emit that, right? If you looking for peace, then put out peace. You got to put yourself in a place of peace that nobody can take from you, regardless of how they try. And I promise you the universe will respond and you'll get that same peace and more. And if you're looking for money, then you got to vibe on that frequency of money. And how do you do that? Now, a lot of people going to tell you something different, and it's going to be different for everybody because you're different from everybody. So the frequency for you to get that money is going to be completely different from everybody else's frequency, yo. Because everybody ain't in the same situation you in. Everybody don't have the same circumstances that you have. Yours is going to be different. I can't sit here and tell you what that frequency is. Only you know that. Tap into yourself. Go within yourself and find that out. What frequency you need to get on to make changes in your life directly, immediately. And it ain't gonna be like, oh, it's gonna happen immediately, man. I can guarantee you it's gonna happen as soon as you. No, it's a response. The universe is enormous, yo. So when you put that frequency out there, guess what happens? That frequency has to vibrate everywhere. In these trees, in this ground, in you, in the air, and these ravens up here behind me, and these crows out here in front of me, these bluebirds, these redbirds, these butterflies out here. Everybody has to catch that same tune. And when everybody catch it, they're gonna send that out too. And it's a reverberation. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna hit everybody. Uh, uh, uh. And then once it hits everybody here, it's gonna emit outward. It's like if you drop a rock in a pond, those ripples go outward, right? As far as they can possibly go. Drop yourself in that water, yo. Take a leap. Like they say, take a leap of faith. Jump in that water, yo. And watch that frequency that you jumped in there with. Watch it permeate outwards. It's going outwards. It's gonna touch everything. And once it touches everything, guess what happens? It's gonna get to that point that it needs to get to. And that point is gonna send it right back. And so that same thing is gonna happen, yo. The same vibration that you sent out, that frequency you sent out, how it rippled out, it's gonna ripple right back to you the exact same way. It's gonna follow those same channels. You know the chain of command. You understand that. The levels to this shit, real life. It is. And that's how it's gonna work. And depending on who and what you are and what you understand and what you know and how you jump out there is how long it's going to take or how short of a time it's going to take. Real life. Can't nobody sit here and tell you if you do this, I guarantee you. They can say that all day long, yo, but they don't know you. They don't know what you're going through. They're just saying how it works for them. And you can't apply that to everybody because we're all not in the same boat. We on the same planet, but we ain't going through the same thing. And even if we are, we respond to it differently. Why? Because we're all on different frequencies. You understand? Real life, yo. Love y'all. Peace. One.